Hi, Kit Woods with you, Flower Duet, Flower Arranging Fridays, and we're going to show you two ways with anthuriums. We're using this large container that's made to hold Oasis floral foam, 2 bricks of floral foam that have been pre-soaked. We have 5 anthuriums and some mini green hydrangea. You could use any sort of small, sort of flat greenery. You could use fern, you could use chrysanthemums, you could use green chick dianthus. I just happen to have this, and it's a nice neutral color to go with the red. So let me show you how I'm gonna proceed. We're gonna make a carpet with the mini green hydrangea, and then we'll add our flowers after. So I'm gonna try to distribute this throughout my design. So I'm really just gonna keep it low in the design. So I'm going to cut my stems very short. And with hydrangea, you know, which almost any stems, you want to cut at an angle. And we're going to place them into the design and low, like so. Again, cutting at an angle. I'm going to space this one slightly over, leaving a little bit of room. I only have so much, so I want to spread it out around my design. This one I'm breaking up into smaller pieces so I can get it lower into the foam. Those are 3 pieces. Try to put one right in the middle. This is angly, and angle it out. It's nice and big. I'm going to put that one kind of in the middle too. You'll see how I'm going to cover up in a minute the parts that aren't fully covered. I just want to distribute my mini green hydrangea around the design. Like so. Okay, now we're going to add some greenery. We need to fill in our holes, so how we're going to do that is we're going to take this ruscus, and I'm going to show you how I cut one stem of ruscus to get a whole bunch of stuff out of it. And now I can place them, if I do it quickly, within 10 seconds, and I don't have to recut the stems again. So let's do that again. So I'm going to cut, 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 and place really fast within 10 seconds. And I'm just filling in my holes. I'm going to turn my arrangement around. Those have some kind of yellow leaves. I'm not going to use those. Place, place, place. So you want about 1 inch of stem going in. Place, place, place. I'm not going to worry if I can see some of the cuts at this point. Place, 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 place. Remember, always be careful when you're cutting. You don't want to cut your fingers, so cut kind of carefully away from, keep your cutters away from where you're holding. Like so. And the farther down you go, the more foam you cover. So what I'm going to do with some of these tips where they're pretty is I'm going to have them come out farther. So it covers up any of those blunt ends that I made when I cut the stem on a lower part, going out to the corners, disguising my blunt ends. You can do this with a lot of different kinds of greenery. It doesn't have to be Ruscus. Okay? Anthuriums come with water tubes, and I've already removed those. And the water that's in a water tube, orchids come this way too, is a special mixture. Keep it in the water tube as long as possible. Just make sure you stand it upright so that the water is at the bottom. When you're ready to design, you can take that off and recycle it if you would like. Use it again, clean it out. How this design is going to be is we're going to have it sort of upright. Each one is going to be upright at different lengths. So we are going to do 2 designs. Basically, I'm showing you this first design, and then I'll show you another design that you can do with anthuriums. So what I want to do is, this is going to be a very modern design. This is my lower part, and then I'm going to have different parts coming up a little higher. So I'm going to adjust the camera to show you that. I'm doing a pretty modern look here. So I'm going to take an anthurium, cut it at an angle, and I'm going to place it sort of in one of the quadrants of the design. And I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to turn it. It's going to be at a different height. That one's actually the same height, so I need to lower that because that looks funny when it's the same exact height. Find a spot, and there we go. And here I have another one. This one's kind of big, so I'm going to bring this down low in the middle. This one, it's not as big, so I'm going to keep it a little higher. Make sure you get these down into the foam. This one's higher, a little taller. Yeah. And I think I need 2 more. I have 2 more that are shorter than a little bash. These are a little older, so I wouldn't normally use these, but for this design to show you, I'm going to use them because I think I want more. That's pretty much it. If we want to add a little more interest, I can add some things down below to cover up more foam. So I'm going to look and see what might work well for that. And I'll take a picture of this from the side and you can see, but I want to point something out. So these all the florets are in this part of the flower. And so it's pretty geometric. So you want to make sure that when you place them, you're not crossing planes. So I want to pick a side basically. So if I'm on this side of the arrangement, everything's going to point in that direction, right? The whole entire heart of the design and this part, the florets. So I don't want to cross planes. I might have to angle it slightly different to get those things out. And this one probably needs to go a little shorter to add that variety of height. And maybe a little bit of an angle. Got to find the foam for it. Oh, it's been more than 10 seconds. Let me see. So that's lower than that one. That one not quite as low as that one, maybe a little bit not so angly. There we go. I like it. It's a nice modern look with very minimal effort, and this will last a long time. All these flowers have similar vase life, so you just need to have it watered every other day, adding water to this container, and it should last a really long time. It's a great interior design look, and I think your clients will like it. So our other idea is basically 5 Anthurium at different heights with 2 Monstera leaves in a tall vase that has a very narrow opening. So a bulbous vase. So basically you just want to keep your stems long, have your tallest stem about 2.5 times the height of the vase, and then just step down from there. And the only trick is the same thing with the other, is you want to make sure that all of your flowers are facing different directions. They want to go out like a fountain from the vase. So the 3 here on these sides are kind of pointing in that direction, and these 2 are pointing in that direction. So you have your arrangement is split down the middle, and you want your flowers to be radiating out from that center. You don't want them to cross. So for example, I wouldn't want to do that like this. It looks awkward because now it's crossing. It's going left when it should be going right. So we want it to be that way because it's on that side of the design and it looks more comfortable and natural.